If you're anything like me, you've probably spent hours of time in your youth listening to your favorite tunes in the car and just imagining what it would feel like to walk down the ramp of WrestleMania with your favorite beat playing. And that's how a lot of people decide what their theme song will be. What's the track that's going to get their blood pumping, that will get them hyped up? What's going to get them the most ready for their match ahead? But let me tell you, the theme song is one of the most important pieces of the puzzle in determining whether you get the correct audience reaction or not. And just choosing your favorite song definitely isn't necessarily the best way to go. So here are 4 big no-nos when choosing your own theme song. The first big no-no, choosing a theme song that doesn't fit your character. I always talk about the importance of first impressions. And the first impression isn't just the first thing you do once you step into the ring or the first move you do after you lock up. It's the music that plays before you've even come out through the entrance curtain. So if your character is that you're this intense brawler, you're ruthless, you're vicious, you want to intimidate the audience, well, coming out to country western music just won't work. No-no number 2, not being different. There's so many times when we run through these cycles of different genres of music being played for entrance songs. You know, for a few years there it was hip-hop and then it was heavy metal, and some people were using like techno trance tracks. In the same way that you want to make a character, a look, a moveset that's unique to the rest of the roster, you want your theme song to be different to the rest of the roster, within reason, of course. No-no number 3, using a theme song that someone's already used before. Obviously, independent stars will often use quite popular tracks a lot of the time, and I've seen so many times when a local wrestler will use the same song, and you know, maybe they don't know, maybe they didn't know that someone else had their theme song, but this day and age, people are waiting on social media to pick on everything you do, and if you've stolen a track off someone in America who's got a bigger name than you, then you're gonna get hammered for it. And again, you haven't chosen something that's unique to you. Now, if you discover this halfway through, there's no harm in changing your song if you need to. That's really a decision for you to make. No-no number 4, and for me, this is the big one. Your introduction being too short or too long. As soon as that intro music hits, I suggest you use something that's going to get the crowd either clapping or you set that expectation from that very first beat. Now, if your theme song runs for 2 seconds and then you walk out, well, you haven't really built any anticipation. They haven't had time to form their opinion, to either get excited for you to come out or get ready to hate on you as you come out if you're playing a heel. Also, if your theme song's too long, if it's running 30, 40 seconds, by the time you come out, that crowd's bored. You've lost them. They've gone up, they've come back down. You want to hit them at their peak. So for me, the ideal time for an introduction, anywhere from 10 to 20 seconds. And make sure that beat peaks the second you walk out the curtain. On a side note, I think that popular theme songs are always a great idea. If you can choose something that the crowd already know or they've heard before, or it's something that's going to get them moving, whether they know who you are or not, you've already got a head start over the rest. So set the tone early. Why do we even have theme songs? Well, to set an atmosphere, to set an expectation. And people will form an expectation. If you rattle their brain, if you confuse them with the image you're portraying in what you do and the image you're portraying in the music you come out to, you've already set yourself off on the wrong foot. So there's 4 tips on what not to do when choosing your own theme song. So use them wisely, come up with something that works for you, and keep it. Stick with that song. Establish it with the audience and make sure they know exactly who's coming out through that curtain when they hear that first beat.
If you want to see more videos like this, click on the subscribe button, spread the word, and if you have any questions or requests for World-Beater Wrestling, don't be afraid to comment below.